Today's lesson for math is lesson 9, which is basically multiplying big numbers using the standard algorithm by solving multi-step word problems. We're going to do number 4 in their orange book. So it is Mrs. Williams is knitting a blanket for her granddaughter. The blanket, if I drew a picture of it, is 2.25 meters long, and it is 1.8 meters wide. So we know that area equals length times width. So we're going to do 2.25 times 1.8. So when you multiply decimals, actually you do multiplication like it isn't, the decimals aren't even there to begin with. So if we use the standard algorithm, I do 8 times 5, and then I carry the 4. Then I do 8 times 2, which is 16, plus 4 is 20, carry the 2. Then I do 8 times 2 is 16, plus 2 is 18. Let's put a 0 to start my second row, and now I'm going to take this 1 and do it times the 5, the 2, and then the 2. So that is my second row. Add up my 2 rows, and I get an answer of 4,050, but it's not 4,050 because we have decimal points here. Okay? And when we have decimal points, you have to look at how many numbers come after the decimal point. Well, here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3 numbers after the decimal point. And when you have 3 numbers after the decimal point, that means the decimal point's here, and then you move it 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So really your answer is 4.050 meters squared. Okay? So that's the first part of the problem. That's the area. That is all step 1, and I want the students to label it with the steps. Step 2, the second question, asks you to answer it in centimeters. So I'm going to take my answer in meters, and I need to know how many centimeters is that. Well, I'm going from big to small. So I know that there are 100 centimeters in a meter. There are 2 zeros in 100, so I'm going to move the decimal point 2 places to the right because I'm multiplying by 100. So now I have my meters, and I'm going to move the decimal point 1, 2 places. So my new answer is 405 centimeters, or 405.0 to be exact when I move the decimal point 2 places. So that's step 1 and that's step 2, and that is a multi-step word problem.